Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Tonight we embark on a journey of discovery, exploring the very heart of existence, the nature of God. We open the scriptures not to dissect them, but to appreciate the awe-inspiring portrait they paint of the divine. It's a portrait that transcends the limitations of human understanding, inviting us to contemplate the infinite. Now that we've set the stage, let's delve into the first aspect of God's being, His nature as spirit. The Bible tells us in no uncertain terms that God is spirit. This isn't some abstract concept, but a fundamental truth about His being. We haven't seen God, nor has anyone. The descriptions of God's hands, eyes, or mouth are not literal. They are accommodations for our limited human comprehension. They are metaphors, if you will, designed to convey the vastness of His power, the all-seeing nature of His knowledge, and the revelatory power of His word. Imagine trying to explain the intricacies of quantum physics to someone who only understands basic arithmetic. You'd use analogies, simplifications, wouldn't you? That's what these descriptions are. Divine analogies, helping us grasp the ungraspable. God is not merely a spirit. He is a personal spirit. He is not an it, but a he, a someone. This distinction is crucial. It's why God has names, the most well-known being Jehovah or Yahweh. This name, revealed to Moses at the burning bush, I am that I am, speaks volumes about His self-existence and eternal nature. Think about the implications of that name for a moment. It's not just a label, it's a declaration of being, a testament to His uncreated, independent existence. It's like a signature etched into the fabric of reality, a constant reminder of His presence. Because God is a someone, a personal being, He can be known. The scriptures are filled with accounts of individuals who were called friends of God. Abraham, Moses, David, these weren't just followers, they were intimates. They walked with God, talked with God, and experienced His presence in profound ways. And this invitation, this possibility of friendship, is extended to each and every one of us. Isn't that an incredible thought? To be a friend of the Creator of the universe? How does realizing this potential for friendship with God affect your daily life? But what is God like? The scriptures offer glimpses into His character, revealing attributes that astound and humble us. In terms of space, God is everywhere. Jeremiah 23:24 asks, "Do not I fill heaven and earth?" This isn't just about physical presence. It's about the totality of God's being, His glory, His majesty, His purity, His power. All of Him is present in every place at every time. Our finite minds struggle to comprehend this. How can the fullness of God be here, and yet also be simultaneously present in the farthest reaches of the cosmos? It's a paradox that defies human logic, a truth that compels us to bow in awe and wonder. It's like trying to capture the ocean in a teacup, an impossible task, yet the ocean's vastness is undeniable. Imagine a single drop of water containing the essence of the entire ocean. That's how God's presence permeates every corner of existence. As for time, God is eternal. From everlasting to everlasting, you are God, the psalmist declares. When Abraham prayed, when David sang psalms, when we offer our prayers today, God remains unchanged. He is not bound by the constraints of time. He had no beginning, and He has no end. He is infinite, ageless, existing outside the linear progression of time as we understand it. Imagine a being who has witnessed the birth of stars and the formation of galaxies, a being who has seen civilizations rise and fall like waves on the shore. That is the God we are talking about. He is the constant in a world of change, the anchor in the storms of life. Consider His knowledge. It is infinite. Our knowledge is but a drop in the ocean compared to the vastness of his understanding. We learn, we forget, we struggle to grasp even the smallest fraction of the universe's secrets. God, on the other hand, has always known all things. He has never learned, for there is nothing he does not already comprehend. He sees all things as they truly are, not as we perceive them through our limited lenses. Psalm 147 proclaims, "His understanding is infinite." This has profound implications. If you are unconverted, it means that God cannot be deceived. You cannot hide your true self from him. He sees beyond the surface, into the depths of your heart. It's like having a mirror that reflects not just your outward appearance, but also your innermost thoughts and intentions. And what about his power? It is limitless. Psalm 115 verse 3 states, "He has done whatever he pleases." Daniel echoes this truth, saying that God does according to his will in the armies of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. No one can restrain his hand or say to him, "What have you done?" Even the smallest insect, the blowing of the wind, and yes, even the actions of wicked men are all part of God's plan. This doesn't mean God is the author of evil, but it does mean that he is sovereign, orchestrating all things according to his perfect will. The movement of a single leaf, the fall of a raindrop, all are under his control. What a powerful, majestic God we serve. Think about the sheer complexity of the universe, the delicate balance of ecosystems, the intricate workings of the human body. All of this is a testament to his infinite power and wisdom. It's like a grand symphony, with every instrument playing its part in perfect harmony, orchestrated by the divine conductor. I'm curious to know what you're thinking. Feel free to leave a comment telling me and our beautiful community what resonated with you so far, and let's continue. Now that we've considered God's power, let's turn our attention to his holiness. This God, this everlasting, all-knowing, all-powerful God, what is he like in his very essence? The Bible reveals a God of unimaginable holiness. God is light. In him there is no darkness at all, we read. Even celestial beings, creatures who have never sinned, cannot gaze upon his pure, unadulterated holiness. It is a quality that sets him apart, distinct in his purity and perfection. The word holy means to be cut off, and God is indeed cut off from the imperfection and sinfulness of the world. His holiness is not just an absence of sin. It is a positive attribute, a radiant purity that transcends our comprehension. It's like trying to describe the color blue to someone who has only ever seen shades of gray. The experience is beyond their frame of reference. Imagine the purest, most brilliant light you can conceive, and then multiply that by infinity. That's a glimpse of God's holiness. This holiness is inextricably linked to his righteousness. Psalm 145 declares, "The Lord is righteous in all his ways." God cannot do wrong. He cannot even think a wrong thought. Every word he speaks, every action he takes, is perfectly righteous, perfectly just. Imagine a being who is incapable of error, whose every decision is based on absolute goodness and truth. It's a concept that stretches our understanding, yet it is a fundamental aspect of God's character. It's like a perfect mathematical equation, where every variable balances perfectly, resulting in absolute truth. Wouldn't it be terrifying if this infinitely powerful God were also capricious or unjust? Thankfully, that is not the God we know. His righteousness is a guarantee of fairness, a promise that justice will ultimately prevail. And then there is love. God is love, the scriptures proclaim. This is not merely a statement of emotion. It is a definition of his very being. Love is not something God does. It is what he is. It's the driving force behind all his actions, the motivation for his mercy and grace. Exodus describes him as merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in goodness and truth. Micah and Joel echo this, emphasizing his great kindness. This love is not sentimental or conditional. It is a steadfast, unwavering love that extends even to those who are far from him. It's a love that pursues us, that seeks us out even when we are lost and wandering. Why do some turn away from such a loving God? It's a question that echoes through the ages. Perhaps it's because they misunderstand his love, mistaking it for something weak or permissive. But true love is also corrective, guiding us towards what is best for us. This love is manifested in his goodness. The Lord is good to all, the psalmist declares. Even those who consider God their enemy, those who would rather exclude him from their lives, still benefit from his benevolent hand. He provides for them, sustains them, and showers them with blessings. The sun rises, the rain falls, the seasons change, all according to his good and perfect will. The harvest ripens, the bread is made, and even laughter and joy find their way into the world. It's like a constant, gentle reminder of his presence, a whisper of his unwavering care. Imagine a world without his goodness, a world where chaos reigned and suffering was unchecked. What a bleak and desolate place it would be. But the greatest proof of God's goodness is his willingness to forgive. He loves to extend mercy to his enemies, to offer reconciliation to those who have turned away from him. You, Lord, are good and ready to forgive, the scriptures say, abounding in mercy to all those who call upon you. This isn't a grudging forgiveness. It's a freely given pardon, offered to all who seek it with a sincere heart. It's a testament to his boundless grace, a beacon of hope for even the most lost and broken. It's like a father running to embrace his prodigal son, offering forgiveness and restoration without reservation. Finally, we come to his wisdom. Daniel proclaims, "Blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his." The intricate design of creation, the delicate balance of the universe, the complexity of life itself, all speak volumes about his infinite wisdom. From the smallest atom to the vast expanse of space, everything bears the imprint of his intelligent design. Even the very existence of knowledge, the capacity for understanding, is a gift from him. And when we consider his plan of salvation, the way he orchestrated redemption through the sacrifice of his Son, we are overwhelmed by the depth of his wisdom. As Paul exclaims, "Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out." His wisdom is beyond our comprehension, a mystery that we can only marvel at. It's like a complex tapestry woven with threads of infinite colors and patterns, revealing a masterpiece of beauty and design. As we contemplate these attributes of God, his spirit, his personality, his omnipresence, his eternity, his omniscience, his omnipotence, his holiness, his righteousness, his love, his goodness, and his wisdom, we are confronted with the sheer immensity of his being. We can answer the what questions. What is God like? What sort of being is he? But the how questions. How can he be everywhere at once? How can he know all things without learning? How can he be both just and loving? These questions remain a mystery, a testament to the limitations of our human understanding. We are finite beings trying to grasp the infinite, creatures attempting to comprehend the Creator. It's like a child trying to understand the workings of a complex computer. They can use it, appreciate its functionality, but the intricate details of its design remain beyond their grasp. And so, we come to the end of our exploration, not with all the answers, but with a deeper appreciation for the awe-inspiring majesty of God. We stand in awe of His holiness, we trust in His righteousness, we bask in His love, and we marvel at His wisdom. We acknowledge the mystery, we bow the knee, and we confess that He is God, and we are His creation. May this understanding inspire you to draw closer to Him, to seek His face, and to experience the fullness of His love. Perhaps take a moment now, in the quiet of your heart, to reflect on which of these attributes resonates most strongly with you, and why. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.